What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin and this is SmellGoodz. Appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you hanging out. I've got a clone war for you today. This is a battle of two heavyweights. This is a battle of two behemoths that have entered into fragrance world, community. And they both kind of just plopped in, made their presence known. And we in fragrance community whoa, right? I'm talking, of course, about from the House of Armaf. I'm talking about Club de Nuit Pre-Show, which came out about middle of last year, middle of 2024. And then going up against from the House of Afnan, we are talking Supremacy Collector's Edition. All right. Now, you asked for it. We're going to give you this clone war. If you don't know, we've done clone wars before of fragrances that are doing their take on of basically whatever they're doing their take on and seeing which one matches up the best and which one might be the better of the two if you don't want redundancy in your collection. All right. So what they're doing their take on, what they are in the space of, in the mode of, is Creed, Aventus, Absolute, or Absolute Aventus, however you want to pronounce or say it. All right. Very popular fragrance, one that in fragrance community has kind of taken fragrance community by storm as well, in its own way, in its own right. So we want to take a look at these two, see which one may be the better matchup and which one may be the one that you want to spend your money on, if not both of them, because spoiler alert, they're both very good. All right. We look at the notes on first Club de Nuit Pre-Show. I'll put it up there for you. But notes on this, top notes are caramel, pear, pink pepper, bergamot, black pepper, lemon, and pineapple. Heart notes are going to be lily of the valley, aniseed, oak moss, jasmine, and white woods. And then base notes is going to be ambroxan, vanilla, white musk, cedarwood, leather, patchouli, and amber. That's according to Parfumo. All right. For the Supremacy Collector's Edition. All right. For this one, as far as the notes on this one, you have, let me get there. You have pineapple, bergamot, apple, white blossoms. Heart notes are orange blossom, amber, and birch. And then base notes are ambergris, musk, and oak moss. All right. I did spray them both on tester strips. This is Club de Nuit Pre-Show. This is the Supremacy Collector's Edition. And actually, I did go this past weekend as I'm filming this. I did go to my local Dillard's. Went and put my nose on a variety of things, but I did want to make sure I put my nose on ABSOLU AVENTUS just to, again, refresh myself with that scent profile. So because I knew I was going to do the clone war, I wanted to make sure that I could give you some honest opinions based upon how these match up. Now, what I will say is that of the two, which one I think is the closer to the interpretation is going to be the Supremacy. All right, I think it's closer, but I think that the Pre-Show puts you in the space. The Pre-Show kind of has they both have a twist. Let's just be honest and just keep it a buck. They both twist what the ABSOLU AVENTUS does. Neither one of them, after spending time with them, as far as the dry down and all those fun things, yeah, it definitely is in that space. It definitely is in there, but neither one of them, I think, was going for a one-to-one. I think they were both kind of saying, this is where we're going to start. We're going to put our twist on it. All right. So getting that out the way, this clone war, we're going to call it a draw as far as which one is the closest interpretation. If there was one that I would say sticks closer to the DNA, again, I'm going to go with the Supremacy Collector's Edition, but that does not mean that the Armaf Pre-Show is so far off or not in the ballpark. They're both there. This one just kind of sticks a little truer to me. As far as longevity, both you're going to get nice longevity out of them. Both lasted for me all day. And actually I did a test one day this week where I put one on one arm and one down one side of my body, the other down the other side. And they both were there, both kind of representing themselves throughout the day, even into the time after work. Longevity's there. They both are projection. I think that the Club de Nuit Pre-Show, I think it is louder, if you will, whereas this one is subtly there, but it's still is making its presence known. I just say louder just to kind of give you an idea or a thought. That's probably the best way to put it, especially when we're talking about fragrances, right? It's louder. It's more hi, hey, what's going on? Whereas this is still, it's making its presence known, but it's not as brash about it, if you will. Maybe that's the best way to put it. They both are ones that kind of let themselves be known when you're wearing them. As far as recommendations, listen, you're going to wear what you want to wear. My thought on this is that if you're concerned about redundancy, you may just put your nose on and see which one is the better option for you. For me, I'm going to wear both of them. Both of these will be in my rotation. Both of these will be worn. Sometimes they may be worn on top of each other just because the scent profile is close enough that there are some things that might even make this a little more, even more appealing, if you will, right? Blind buy worthy. Yeah. I mean, I think that for me, I don't think that there's anything about either of these fragrances that's going to be off-putting. There's nothing about either of these fragrances that I think you're going to say, "Ooh, what was Kevin thinking?" I don't get that. I don't think that. I think these are both fragrances, both scent profiles, both scents that work in a variety of situations, work for a variety of people, and I don't think you can go wrong. So it's a matter of, in all honesty, it's probably a matter of which one you can find sooner than later. Whichever one that is, pick that up. I don't think you'll be disappointed. All right. I'm really, like I said, I waited long to get this. This came out earlier last year, and I took a while to get it, just partly because the price was staying up there, but then also as far as availability sometimes. And then also, if I was just being honest, I was like, another Creed dupe, another Creed clone. Okay. In all honesty, that's kind of what I was thinking. And that might be another conversation we need to have as far as, are we seeing too many Creed clones? Just my opinion. All right. But yeah, this one came along. I delayed on getting it, got it, was kind of upset at myself because I did delay, because it is a great fragrance. It is something that is definitely working in my collection and working well. This one, I did not wait as long. I didn't jump on it when it first came out. As far as this collector's edition, I didn't jump on it when it first came out, but I did not wait months upon months, right? Came out later in the year. This was probably one of the buys I got, I think, at the beginning, or I actually got a couple weeks ago. So end of January, beginning of February. So still within a time frame that is pretty reasonable. All right. And this one, yeah, this is of my supremacies. This is the one that is probably going to get the most play and most rotation. I think I've got the silver. You might be able to see it blurred out up there, but I've got the silver up there that will probably go on my chopping block as far as my decluttering list. We'll see. But yeah, this one is the one that's going to be, whenever I'm in that mood, whenever I'm in that mode, this will be the one that's pulled out for that type of thing. All right, that's it. Again, we're going to call this a draw because neither one is, in my opinion, really trying to be a one-to-one of ABSOLU AVENTUS. One sticks a little closer to the DNA with a twist. The other sticks, it definitely has the DNA, but kind of does a full-on, we're going to shift this up a little. Both are great fragrances. Both will put you in that space, put you in that mode. Projection, longevity, sillage, all those things are going to be above average. So this is a draw. Either one you get, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. All right, that's it for this one. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you've done a clone war, if you've kind of done them side by side, what your thoughts are. I'm happy. I'm pleased with both of these, and these will both be sticking in my rotation. All right, that's it for this one. Do me the favor again, as always, stay safe, stay sane, stay smelling good. And then, of course, do me the honor, hit that like, hit that subscribe, request notifications, and share. We'll see you next time. Have a great one. Be blessed. Peace.